I've already engraved over 400 wine glasses with this little LaserPecker LP2 diode laser. Today I was asked by a new customer to engrave on the foot of a wine glass. So I've been testing a little bit and I'm ready with a crazy setup to do it in no time at all. So if you want to learn how to engrave under the foot of your glass, I'll tell you a little bit more about my setup and how to do it. When you are engraving glasses on a diode laser, you have to coat your glass. Some people will use a Sharpie and just cover the area where the engraving will be. I find Sharpies to be a little difficult to wash off. Also, it sometimes leaves some of the black color in the engraving. So I prefer using Tempera paint or poster paint, as it's also called. If you can't find this, I dropped a link below for Amazon, and you then apply it to your surface. The best way to apply it is to use a paint gun of some sort, because you do want to make an even coat. I already gave this one coat, and you do see that I have these stripes in my paint because I added my paint with a foam brush. If you use a regular paintbrush, you'll also have these stripes. If you have stripes and you do engrave on the side where the stripes are, you will be able to see it in your engraving. It's really, really important that you do make an even coat on the entire surface. My logo on this, however, will not be bigger than this, so I will just engrave on this very spot. I didn't even have to coat everything, but I did anyway. If I wanted to make this completely sealed, I could add in a new coat of paint now that this one is dry. But as I said, I only need the little corner, so it's fine by me. Let's head over to my machine and I'll show you my crazy setup that I made for engraving this little logo. In case you didn't know already, you can tilt your LaserPecker by adjusting the screw down here. I tilted mine 45 degrees. I set up a sheet to protect my LP5, which is on the other side, just in case that I was hitting the laser behind it instead of this sheet. I used 2 of my stacking boxes because they are the perfect height. Under it, I placed a 4mm piece of plywood just to make it level with the foot of my stand. I will then place my glass and I'll just find the spots which I want engraved. And once my glass is placed, I did ensure that it would lay flat on the top of these 4mm pieces I put inside. Then you can just squeeze it to your laser, and now it has the perfect focus distance. The shield here is made to create the perfect distance to the object you are engraving. You want to engrave at 11 centimeters, which this shield is. Placing something against it will automatically give you the correct focal height. But I'll turn on my machine and we'll see how it will engrave. I of course had to turn on my LaserPecker, so if you hear a noise, it is the machine. But please notice how quiet it really is. It's incredible how low noise this machine is. I have the old LaserPecker app as well as the LaserPecker Design Space. For my LaserPecker LP2, I actually always use the old app. My app has already connected to my LaserPecker up here. So let's show you how to import the picture to engrave. So you go to album once you've saved it on your phone, and I will grab my logo here. I'll press done, and there's my logo. It is in bin mode, which is what I prefer to engrave in. So I'll just hit next. You could temper with the resolution in the bottom line. I already mirrored my image because it will be in the bottom of my glass, but I still want to flip it over so it will engrave the right position in my laser. And I actually do that in the settings. So you take the picture in the up right corner, and then you can rotate your image. I want my image to look like this. I will change my resolution to 1.3K, and now I have to type in the measurements that I want this engraved to be. I already did some tests, and I found that 15 millimeters in width would be perfect for this one. So now I want to hit the preview button, and it will give me a warning to wear glasses or protective cover. And right now it is shooting up against my sheet, so I'll just drag down my image. I'll increase my laser brightness, because now you can actually see that you are able to see it on the opposite side of the glass. So I will just control that I have it where I want it to be, which is around here. I will quit my preview and I will hit next. Now it will transmit the file to my laser. And I already have the settings that I used the last time. So for glasses like these, I use 100% power, 20% depth. I sometimes use 21%, but it all depends on the glass. So let's hit start and see the engrave. I'll confirm that I'm 110 millimeters. And this is actually the speed that it is engraving with. I didn't speed up this part of the video in any way. So it is incredibly fast. And also when you are engraving glass, it doesn't smell at all. So glass engravings are perfect with this little machine. And there you go, it's all done. So I'll just turn on my machine over here and let's have a look. And this is just gorgeous. So this is the front of the glass. Let's see if I can move it on the back. I have my camera placed a little awkward, but this is how the engraving look. So now I just need to rinse this off and I'll be back with you in just a second. Cleaning up your tempera paint is incredibly easy. You need lukewarm water, and I also find that these magic eraser sponges is really great. So I'll just turn on my water here. And you can see that just with the lukewarm water, it's really easy to get off. So I'll just use my little sponge here. Whoop, whoop. And there you go. So cleaning is ridiculously easy with the tempera paint. All that's left to do is just to dry my little glass here. And there is my engraving. I'll see if I can show you a little better like this. So if you liked watching this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I will have more tutorials coming up if you want. But if you want to make these little projects, which are really profitable. You did see how fast this one was. I really wish you the best of luck on your business journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.